Kill mode, probably could do 14, 1500.
That Corvette looks like it's a handful.
It's got a 388 cubic inch LS.
That's a 30-inch pastrami sandwich right there.
Sounds like a small little sausage slapping around.
Listen here.
The sound of a hot dog going into a bun.
Don't give them a visual.
Like one of those pink hot dogs?
I have a pink hot dog.
You're bringing a vision to it.
You started it too far. I'm taking it too far.
Taking it too far.
On camera, I have you saying I have a pink hot dog.
I have a pink hot dog. You can't hear the question mark? I was asking a question.
That's a statement.
Welcome back to This Versus That, where we aren't talking about pink hot dogs. Yo, new shirts on hoonigan.com. They say 2 words in one from different angles. You see different things. But now we return to This Versus That.
So at first glance, I was gonna say this is definitely like this versus this, drag car versus drag car.
Yeah.
But I think a good way to look at it is we got the same power plant packaged 2 completely different ways. What's up, man? Who are you? What'd you bring here?
I'm Darden and brought this twin turbo Corvette LSX.
Wait, didn't you come to the shop with a, was it S2000?
S2000.
Yeah, that thing was insane.
Yeah, that thing was awesome.
It was fast.
It was very fast. Way different platform. That car was always trying to kill me. This thing's very subtle. So
Okay. So it's just as fast, just not deadly fast.
Right.
Okay.
What are we working with in here?
Yeah, I know, I mean, it's so subtle. Can we pop the hood?
This day and age, you don't know if this is a drift car or a drag car anymore. Like, drifters are taking over these cars right now.
So it's a full-on 427 LSX, twin 68mm turbo, built motor. Right now I have it turned down, so it's probably right around 1,000-ish.
That's turned down?
What's kill mode on this thing?
Kill mode probably could do 14, 1500.
Jeez.
1500.
I had the car tuned up for a drag radial, and then you guys hit me up and put it on slick, so it's completely different tune. We'll see what it does.
You got it. What's your fastest ET in this thing?
I went 5.5 at almost 130 in the 8th mile.
What does that translate to? I'm so bad at 8th
It's
time.
a mid-8 second car.
Mid-8s?
On the low boost, yeah.
You're running mid-8s with a stock seat?
Yeah,
No cage?
No cage?
It's got a...
Can I open this door?
Yeah, it should be open.
Is it running on E85 or?
It's got a full flex fuel tune, so I can run 91 or E85.
Okay.
And it self-adjusts, so I have a full Pro EFI engine management system.
Does that tie into your factory gauges and everything, or you got a different control?
Yeah, I have it. It ties into the factory gauges, and obviously, like my S2000, I have to have a party button.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
have my party button, and I have my boost knob here, which I can adjust my power from the lowest setting to all the way up to the 5th setting.
We're missing one other thing though. This is a Z06 and it clearly has an automatic. Is this a glide?
It's got a glide, so it's got a 2-speed RPM transmission, and it's rowdy for sure. So
all right.
We'll see.
So you've raced it in an 1/8 mile. Have you raced it on a 1/4 mile or 1,000 foot even?
I haven't done 1/4 mile yet, so.
What kind of RPMs are you seeing on an 1/8 mile?
Well, it's got plenty, so it can go up to it's geared for about 208. I've gone, like I said, 130 in the 8th mile, so.
130 in the 8th.
What size tires are these? They don't look too big.
It's just a 28 10.5 tire.
Just by judging your wheel wells, it doesn't look like you have a ton of track time on it. How many times have you taken it out?
I have probably total 10 passes in this car.
Okay.
My man said this is rookie season. He said you ain't using this thing. Dang.
I didn't say it, but I mean, you can see it.
I spot the AC delete in it, right?
Yeah.
And 2 heaters instead.
Well, this looks strikingly similar to what we have in that, so
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
check this out.
Another DT alum. This was on daily transmission, super early days.
early days, it was just an LS, and the car was beige.
Yep.
Totally different front end, right?
Yep.
I mean, you've changed a lot on this car since then.
Yeah,
So Darren, you jumped over him.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was fun. So Corey, who are you? What'd you bring here?
I'm Corey. I'm from Huntington Beach, California. This is my 1927 Dodge Brothers 3-window coupe turned into a hot rod pickup truck. It's got a 388 cubic inch LS, AFR cylinder heads, plasma man, intake, valve covers, intercooler, Nelson racing engine, 60 millimeter mirrored image, twin turbos.
So you mentioned this earlier. You converted this from a solid front to independent front suspension, right?
Yeah. Like a year ago, I wrecked it out at Irwindale, and the issues it was having all had to do with having the straight axle on it and having bump steer and all that. Instead of trying to piece together another straight axle and have the same issues, I basically just got some material and some Heim joints from FK Rod Ends and built this in my garage.
Dude, that's sick.
Cardboard aided design.
You've done a lot of incredible work on this car, but I have to say one thing that has me super psyched right now is your catch can line has a drain and a ball valve on it.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite part right there.
Well, when you're
draining
running
your catch can always sucks and gets all over the place.
That's a car that runs a lot.
When you're running E85, you have to drain that thing like every
that's
15
brilliant.
minutes.
Dude, that's so smart. This piece of metal is so incredible. I don't understand how someone made this.
Yeah, Jake at Pinhead Fabrication in Signal Hill, he did all the aluminum work, and he also finished off my roof. When I did Power Tour, it saved my ass because I was driving in the rain most of the time.
I was gonna say, I remember when this was a convertible, this wasn't here, right?
Yeah, it had like side pieces that was it, just like a side piece on each side, and it had like a steel visor on it.
This is also really sick too. The cage and the body are like welded together seamlessly. It's so clean. Are these 28 inch as well?
Sure, 28 10.5.
Yeah. What size? What does it 315 60 measure out
It's
to?
a big small tire.
Nice meat.
It's like 30 by 12.
Okay, so a little bit bigger of a tire. And you got a glide in this too, right?
Yep, HEI Pro Glide.
No, but check the interior out in this thing. It's so well finished. You can't even say rat rod when you look at the inside of this. It's well done. It's well thought out. It's like got a super cool industrial look to it.
The ODI BMX,
Yeah.
like the bar end and the grip.
That's just,
I like that.
So this is your actual gas and brake, correct? So this
Yep,
is,
push forward for brake, squeeze for gas.
so this is
Nice
gas.
and simple.
This is brake, forward is brake.
Yep.
That's so cool. And your tablet right here, what is this? This ties into your factory ECU?
Yeah, so I'm running just a GM stock ECU with HP tuners, and basically I'm just running the MVPI2 through the Windows tablet. So it's my dash with pretty much anything that you want to monitor. So
A lot of people probably recognize this car from Netflix Fastest Car. How much has this car changed since? So you won your round on Netflix, right?
right, I won the first episode on there, finished like 4th in the finale. Since then, the car's been pretty much completely rebuilt from the very front of the car to the seats. The back's pretty much the same.
Let's talk horsepower, ET, what's the word?
So unfortunately, a few days ago, we were on the dyno and we actually ran out of injectors, so I wasn't able to turn the boost up like I wanted to. So we had to keep the boost down. It's like 6-8 pounds right now. That's probably good for 600 to the tire.
600 to the tire.
So I'm making less than half than what that's capable.
What does this weigh?
2,700.
Have you ever taken it down drag strip? Quarter
Yeah.
mile?
That was with the last motor, so 500 wheel horsepower. It went 998 at like 130.
Sick. Well, this will be an interesting race.
So what's the first race gonna look like? What do you guys wanna do?
Heads up, 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
Heads up 1,000 feet.
I honestly couldn't tell you. It's going to be a battle attraction. I don't know.
I got my money on lunch money though. I don't know why. I don't know exactly why.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling deep inside.
I gotta go with the tire size and experience, so I'm gonna go with Corey and lunch money.
I have no idea. I feel like this thing's gonna be really fast, so I'm gonna go Corey.
I don't want to bet against lunch money. I like this car a lot, but 1,000 horsepower is 1,000 horsepower, man. How you bet against 1,000 horsepower? But then again, I think about my situation. Horsepower doesn't matter, but then again, they're both automatic. They're both V8 twin turbo. This one's got a bigger tire. Good. Lunch money. Lunch money's gonna take his lunch money.
So I showed up late for this race and I totally missed everything about the Corvette. A friend of mine texted me and said, hey, we heard that Darden's car is there. We have a 1,200 horsepower Viper to come race it. Makes me think this may be in a slightly different class. I absolutely love the Z06. It's like one of my like weird guilty pleasures. My heart wants lunch money to win, but if I was betting, Z06. I might change my boat. That shit seems fast.
Nasty. That's 1,000 horsepower. He's letting us know.
That also
He's letting us,
fast.
he's letting us know.
Lunch money. Yeah. Woo! Taking all that lunch money.
He's taking that cash,
here,
lunch
nerd.
money.
Now give me your lunch money.
Get out of here, nerd. He's just shaking the change out of him right now.
I mean, what do you think? Do you think he just gave up on the run, or?
Yeah, I think he just spun a lot. Was like, he's not gonna.
He wasn't
chase
gonna find
him
grip.
down. Drag cars like run at the edge of their life, so it's like if you're not gonna beat him, just chill.
I mean, he laid tracks all the way to where he let off.
Oh, he did on all of his test runs. He's getting squirrely all the way past the 500 mark. This thing looks like it gets pretty rowdy.
My traction control, for some reason, it's not coming on, so I gotta figure it out.
Dude, this thing looks squirrely even all the way past the 500 mark. Yeah, dude, those are all your tracks going all the way down, man.
Things fast. How'd you feel about that run? Oh, good. You want to keep it going? Heads up again.
All right, so lunch money took that one, changes the race. We're doing the same thing. Heads up race, same deal. Like it's a handful. Darden was saying that his power doesn't come in until about the 500 mark, and that's where you see it really
burning
it kicks in so hard.
Lunch money by 2 cars.
Wow.
Lunch money by 2 cars.
That's like a true story of grip. Twice the horsepower.
Grip and usable power. The meats.
That's a 30-inch pastrami sandwich right there.
That's the deli counter. I mean, I say they run again, heads up.
That's the only race, because that part, the Corvette's faster.
It is faster. You can tell it's a faster car. He just has to figure it out. Yeah.
So you officially won, right? Because it's best 2 out of 3. But we want to do one more race. I think just giving him another straight and heads up race, because like
Heads up, but he wants to swap lanes.
So we're just gonna swap lanes, and we're gonna just go straight up from a dig.
It's just a traction battle, man.
Yeah, no, I was going good, and then I hit power reduce mode, so I think it's because I banged the rev limiter too much.
That's a lot of power to try and put down on an unprepped surface, man. Yeah. So that's it, pretty clear, man. Swept it. Nice work. There you go.
Whip victory or other donuts? You got some donuts?
You got a donut in you?
Or are you trying to save those tires? This is called Drag Race Casual. His launch bitch.
Some men just want to watch cars burn.
1 can of wrinkle black. This is stock.